Hello dear students. Now let us see another problem on this natural frequency related. Okay. Now the problem is find the natural frequency of oscillation for a roller rolling on a horizontal surface without slipping. Okay. So there is a horizontal surface and there is a roller, okay, which is fixed with spring. Okay. Mass of roller is given 5 kg and radius of the roller is given 50 kg, 50 mm, and stiffness is 2000, okay, Newton per meter. So you have to calculate the new frequency if the radius of the roller instead of 50, okay, instead of 50 the roller is made of 100 mm radius. Okay. Now the given like there is a roller, okay, and fixed with a spring, isn't it? So I will draw here a wall, okay. So to this wall, okay, there is a string with the spring, okay, and the spring is fixed to roller. Okay. Now you just see this is the roller. It is fixed at this point. Okay. Now and this is on the horizontal surface. Okay. Okay. Now when this is at the horizontal, when this roller is rolling on the horizontal surface, okay, so rolling is like this way. Okay. So what will happen to this roller? It will move ahead, isn't it, like this way. So it will go into further direction. Okay. Now the pulley has a center O and the mass of the pulley is m, that is given as 5 kg, and this is the r radius. Okay. So when this roller is moving, okay, so when this roller will move, it will make a motion. Okay. Now let us draw another diagram, okay, where I can show you the movement of the spring, the roller as well as spring is stretched. Okay. So I will show some stretched lines of this. Okay. And the spring is stretched and then there is a roller again, same roller, okay, of same diameter. Got it? And this is rolling on the surface. Okay. Now this was what we call is the dotted line I will show, okay, as a previous case, or we can say the previous condition. Okay. So the center O is moved from this point to this point, means there is a displacement. This is the displacement. Okay. So the displacement between these means these two positions, isn't it, is x. Okay. And the rolling, okay, there is a rolling of this roller, okay, by some angle, isn't it? So this roller was here at this initial position. Now from this position it has come here. Okay. So there is some theta angle displacement. Okay. So this theta angle, okay, so this displacement is nothing but a equivalent to this x. Okay. So this circumference is nothing but a r into theta. Okay. So this x displacement can be represented as x is equal to r theta. Okay. So if this was a point A, now this has become point A, isn't it, because of the rolling, isn't it? Now tell me, when this roller is rolling in the clockwise direction, okay, so there is a inertia. Okay. So inertia is always opposite to the motion. Okay. Now if this is the clockwise rotating, okay, it is rolling on the clockwise direction, then this inertia force will be acting opposite direction, that is this way. Okay. So it will be into anti-clockwise direction, and I can write that as I0, okay, or I is the moment of inertia into theta double dot. So this will be acting as a inertia force in rotary system. Now there is a linear motion also. If this pulley having mass m, it is moving into linear direction also. So if it is moving into linear direction, then there is a inertia force in the linear direction, isn't it? So that will be opposite to motion. So if motion is from left to right, the inertia force will be acting right to left. So what will be the inertia? Mx double dot. Okay, mass into acceleration. Okay. So that is the inertia force. Okay. Now what is the other force? Let us understand. Now this is the spring K. So there is one more spring, because of the spring is stretched. So there is restoring force of the spring, and that is the spring force. So spring force is given as force is equal to K into X, isn't it? So stiffness is K and X is the displacement. Okay, now what is the X? This X displacement is equal to how much is the theta? Okay, so that is, I can write in linear system it is Kx. If you consider into rotary system, the same Kx will be equal to K into R theta. Okay, K into R theta. Okay, because X is R theta. Okay, then now it is rolling without slip. Okay, what is said? It is rolling. This roller is rolling without slip. So if it is not slipping, so which is the phenomenon which we know in mechanical engineering? If anything is not slipping, so there is definitely a friction, isn't it? So in the surface between this horizontal surface and the roller, okay, there is a frictional force. Okay, so this is called as Fr. That is a frictional force. Okay, so let us analyze this particular free body, or we can say the force analysis. Okay, so how many forces are acting? There is one spring force. Okay, so spring force is how much? Spring force is equal to Kx, that is equal to K into R theta. Then what is another force? In linear system, this is mass into acceleration, mx double dot. This is one force, isn't it? Then third force is Fr. Okay, third force is Fr. So these three forces are in linear system. Okay, I will write here a linear system. Okay, so for linear system you can write the equilibrium equation. That is, what is the equilibrium equation we study in the last lectures? Okay, summation of inertia forces plus external forces. Okay, that should be equal to 0. Okay, now what are the inertia forces and external forces in the linear system? Inertia force is mx double dot. Okay, so mx double dot. Now what are the external forces? Now spring force. Okay, there is external. Now you have to see the sign convention according to their direction of acting, isn't it? So spring force is acting to the left side, isn't it? So inertia force and spring force, they can be considered into one direction. If mx double dot, that is inertia force which is acting from right to left, if it is taken positive, then spring force is also acting on the right to left direction, because spring is stretching to the right, then spring force will be to the left, isn't it? This is the concept. Okay, so if spring is stretching on the right side, its restoring force will be on the opposite side, that is, it will be acting to the left. Okay, so the forces going to the left side, they are considered as positive here. Okay, so mx double dot will be positive, and then kx, that spring force, will also be the positive. So kx, or instead of kx you can write this value. Okay, what is it? Kr theta, because x is equal to r theta. Got it? So kr theta. Now frictional force is again acting opposite to the motion of the pulley. Okay, now this pulley is rotating. Okay, okay, so pulley is rotating in this way, so friction force will be opposing it, isn't it? Because as there is no slippage. Okay, so this frictional force is acting in the direction, so it is from left to right. Okay, so left to right force will be negative, so you can write minus f of Fr, this equal to 0. Okay, now you can write Fr, you can take on the other side, and Fr will be equal to what? Mx double dot plus kr theta is equal to, okay, kr theta. So you can write this as a equation A. Okay, okay. Then next is rotary. Okay, so this is the linear system and there is a rotary system. Okay, so for rotary system, okay, rotary system, again you have to write the same equation. What is that? Summation of inertia forces, or not, sorry, it is not inertia forces, it is inertia torques. Okay, and plus external torques. Okay, this is equal to 0. Now what are the inertia torques here? Okay, so inertia torque is what you can see in the rotary element. You can see in the rotary element there is a I0 theta double dot. Okay, that is the inertia torque. Okay, now next is what? External torque. External torque means force multiplied by the distance. Now how many forces are acting? You can see forces are, spring force is there, the frictional force is there. Okay, these are the external forces. Okay, now you can observe the spring force. Now spring force will be acting exactly on the center line, isn't it? You can see it is connected to the, if you see the geometry. Okay, so at this particular center line you can see there is no radius, means at the center radius value is 0, isn't it? So that's why The spring force, though the force is there, but it will not be creating any, what you call, it will not be creating any torque. Okay, so only one force will be responsible now for the torque, that is the frictional resistance. Okay, so this Fr will be acting at a radius r. Got it? So this Fr multiplied by r will be the external torque. Okay, so you can include that. Okay, and now what is the direction of that, isn't it? Again, plus or minus, how you should consider is anti-clockwise. If you see the this inertia is into anti-clockwise direction, then this particular torque will also be into anti-clockwise direction, isn't it? Because force of resistance is acting from left to right. So this will be again acting in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so that's why the anti-clockwise direction torque, isn't it? So both the torques will be positive. Okay, so I theta double dot plus Fr, okay, multiplied by r will be equal to 0. Okay, so this will be the equation for the rotary system. Okay, and I will write it as a B, isn't it? So from equation here you have the Fr value. Okay, here you already calculated. Okay, so we will replace this value of Fr here. Okay, so the equation B will become again, now you can put the value of I0. I0 is what? Inertia, isn't it? That is the moment of inertia for a pulley. So moment of inertia for a disc you can write as a half of mr square. Okay, now into what? Theta double dot. Okay, then what is this Fr again? Take this value mx double dot plus kr theta multiplied by this r is equal to 0. Okay, now again you can expand this particular bracket, then okay, I will just close this and I will continue here. Okay, this part I will continue here, and it will be half of mr square into theta double dot plus, okay, now here one more thing you can do. X is equal to what? R theta. X dot will be R theta dot and X double dot will be R theta double dot. Okay, so here instead of mx double dot I will write mr theta double dot. Okay, and multiplied by this r. Okay, so this r, okay, it will become mr square, isn't it? Because what is this? X is r theta and this r, so two r's will get as a r square. Okay, mr square theta double dot will be this term. Again second term will be what? Plus kr square theta. Okay, so this you can write kr square theta for this term, this into this, isn't it? So r will be squared, so it will be equal to 0. Okay, now again this is the theta double dot term and this is the theta double dot term. Okay, so I can take the theta double dot as common, so it will be half mr square plus mr square, okay, into theta double dot plus kr square into theta is equal to 0. Okay, now can you see r square are common? Okay, so I can cancel out this r square term, this r square term and this r square term. Okay, so what will be left then? It will be half plus 1, it will be 3 by 2. Okay, so 1 half m plus m, it will be 3 by 2 m. Okay, because r square is cancelled. Okay, into theta double dot plus k theta will be equal to 0. Okay, sorry. Then this is the 3 by 2 m into theta double dot, r square you can cancel out. Now I will just theta double dot. Okay, now I will divide whole equation by 3 by 2 m. Okay, so it will be 3 by 2 m. If we take, then 2 will come on the numerator side, so it will become 2k upon 3 m. Okay, into theta, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so you have to compare this equation. Okay, to what? This equation is compared to SHM. So what is SHM equation? Theta double dot omega n square theta is equal to 0. Okay, so if you compare these two equations, okay, so you will find this term and this term is, okay, just a moment, somebody is calling. Okay, okay, so so with this you can come to know natural frequency or circular natural frequency as omega n is equal to root of 2k upon 3 m. Okay, now with this can you find what is natural frequency again? Natural frequency is what? Natural frequency is Fn. Fn is equal to omega n upon 2 pi. Okay, so this is equal to what? Root 2k upon 3m into 1 upon 2 pi. Okay, so in this natural frequency formula, can you find the term of radius r? So there is no r term. So with this you can say there is no relation. Okay, there is no change of no change in effect. Okay, there is no change in effect of radius. Okay, so there is no change in effect of radius. Got it? So you, even though you change the radius, there is no change on what? On natural frequency. So natural frequency is independent of r. Okay, radius, and remaining things you can put the value of k is 2000, m is 5 kg, and 1 upon 2 pi. So you should get the equation as 2.59 hertz. Okay, so this way you can get the natural frequency, and you can comment on when there is no change. Okay, means if there is a change in radius, but still you can say there is no effect of the change of the radius. Okay, so hope you understood this problem. Okay, thank you.